up, YouTube? Welcome back. I know some of you have been anticipating this video, asking me about it. It is the 25th anniversary of the Chicago Bulls 1997 championship, and it feels like yesterday. Can't believe that it's been 25 years. Brings back tons of memories. As you can see on the table, I got one of the shirts on display right now. I got the championship banner back here that I had hanging in my room when I was a kid. The striped jersey, one of my favorites, that's actually from '96. It has the NBA logo on it with the red, white, and blue. In '97, MJ and the team, they wore it all with the gold, but still nostalgic for 1997, so I thought I'd break that out too. So we're going to run through a little trip down memory lane, some Bulls memorabilia, different items. So we're going to go with a little bit of clothing first, and on the table here, we have the championship shirt. Back-to-back champions by Lee. And on the back, we have basically the whole scoring layout, which is pretty cool. It's got every game throughout. Never took 7 games for the Bulls. They always won it in 6. Exciting. Looking back now, but it was very, very stressful. every championship, every hurdle leading up to the dynasty, and they did not disappoint. So that's the first shirt I was going to share with you guys. And this one is probably a little more familiar. It's your starter. So got the little hologram on it. The 1997 NBA champs. This is what the team was wearing when they won the title. And it's the official locker room shirt, you could say, made by Starter. There's the old tag right there. Not to be forgotten and paired with, I'm still partial to the first 3 championships, so this is a pretty sweet hat. So you got the 97 champions, 92, 91, 92, 93, 96, and then 97 here. So they kind of did a similar thing here on the shirt with the years, and then 97 across the middle. And yeah, logo athletic. Sports Specialties was the earlier championship hats, which I really love those. This one's really nice, so I got quite a few of those. So share that with you guys. And I got tons of newspapers. I have scrapbooks, all that. A lot of people, there's a lot of that out there. But here's some signage, either 96, 97. I can't really remember. There's not a year on it. So it's Bulls Reign. It's all the drop box, the kiosks for the newspapers. So this was a Tribune. That was a pretty cool one. So anytime I'd be out, I would try to grab, if I saw them. When they won the championships, we ran straight for them. We try to get as many as we can. So here is the 2+3 for the 95, or 90, sorry, 5. Number 5 for 97. So here's that. They did MJ's jersey for the Tribune. And again, this might be 96, 97, and it's not a year. Maybe if you know somebody that works at the Sun-Times. But that's a really cool poster, I thought, of the trio there, the Unstoppable Trio, and I thought that was a neat one to share with you guys. So moving on to 96, 97 schedule. Gives you the layout of all the Bulls schedule. And I've covered this on Instagram a few times, but everybody, from outside Chicago thinks that the most, broadcast games were on WGN, and that's simply not true. That was on Sports Vision and Sports Channel. So they got the majority of games yearly in the market, but yeah, that was the channel, #1 Bulls station to tune into back in the day when you're watching the greatness unfold locally, not nationally televised. And here is a printout my buddies and we all had from the 96, 97 schedule. So as every year following along, but we actually had the printout. This had the perforated paper on the sides, which was pretty funny. Back in the day, the old computer paper. They don't make it like they do anymore now. And these all separated. So that was pretty cool. I had this hanging on my wall as well. I just mark it as the games went on all the way through April. Did a tally at the bottom there: 69 wins, 13 losses. We didn't get to 72. We didn't get to 70. I know some people that were really upset, and I was like, it is what it is. Bigger fish to fry. Ask Golden State a few years ago, because That 73 don't mean a thing without the ring, right? So that's a real cool piece of history and steps toward the championship. Next, we're going to go through some of the sneakers, but I also have one more piece to share before we dip into that. It's a pretty cool set. I think I got for Christmas in '97 from my parents. It's a pin set. It goes through '97, so you got the '91 championship, '92. It's funny because they're a little more dressed up each one, kind of like the rings. You know, they're kind of simplicity, and then they kind of made more extravagant. So here's '93. We know where MJ was at in '94, '95. Here's '96 and '97. So it's a cool little collectible that I heard Bulls fans definitely would love to have. So I'll share that too. And we'll be back very soon with some sneakers. I know y'all want to see some sneakers, so let's do it. And first, I'm going to do the one that was least important. They're still important, obviously, but it was the least important colorway to grab. It's the Air Jordan 12 Obsidian, white, and French blue. Why? You think, well, MJ didn't wear them on court, and as a kid, that's always what I was chasing, always wanted. It's cool, the original colorway, but quite simply, they didn't make it to the hardwood. It would have been really cool to see this pair make it to the All-Star game. It would have been perfect. But we all know he wore the playoff black and white. But still a dynamite colorway. I really love them. The shape on the original, of course, higher cut. It's got the thick leather. The toe is just sleek. There's no banana shape to it. We got sneaker crack going on here on the tabs, but they're holding up well. These things are built like tanks. I got a few pairs that I wear that are OG and haven't needed, a reglue even. They were worn lightly and picked them up and rock them today. I'd rather wear this than the retros because they're just that much nicer quality. And we'll take a look at this one as well. The Obsidian, yeah, it's really, really nice shade. You see the leather quality, the eyelets, everything just top notch. It says it all right here. Quality inspired by the greatest player ever. Quality on these, I can't say the same for a lot of the retro 12s coming out, especially recently. I'm not impressed. I saw the playoffs. I saw them in store and I just put them back down. I was not even gonna waste my money on them, honestly. So yeah, I got the OG. I got two OGs of those, so no need for them. If they're wearable, why not? So here's the next piece. We have the Jumpman. We'll fold out. Thought I'd share with you guys. I posted this on Instagram a few weeks ago, and it's got some neat stuff. Statistics from MJ and the cool fold-out poster. I'll display in a second here. So current events, MJ and Bugs, and a pretty cool poster. I'll lay it flat. I get a top view of it. It's MJ with on some taxis. Definitely one of my favorite colorways. Absolutely love them. So here is the taxi box. Size 11. Air Jordan 12. You can just kind of slide this over and check out what's inside. Just beautiful. These have a few cracks on them, on the tabs, but I go back and forth on my favorite colorway of the 12s. It's really hard to say because it's so simple, and like these are just awesome. Right here, I mean, look at the quality of it. Lace eyelets and the leather, just beautiful. Just beautiful shoe. Sleek toe box. This is a little higher cut. A lot of the retros you see it kind of, you got the banana shape, but then it kind of it's lower cut too. So you could really see the texture too. Just the heel again. What I really like about this colorway, hence the nickname Taxi, and in the colorway is on the bottom. Got the red Jumpman, but then you have all these hints of Taxi with the yellow and black, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I really love the Taxis. Definitely one of my favorite colorways. We'll move on. So that was you got home and away. You know, that was more of the home, roughly you could say the home version. And here is more of the away version that MJ would wear on the road. It's white and varsity red and black. And they were made in China and Taiwan. I just want to point that out. I don't have one of each. I haven't done a video like that. I might do a comparison at some point if I get the same colorway, one from China and one from Taiwan. But for now, this is just more of a collection of each. A lot of people want these retro. I know it's been in the stirring of the talks of most demand, most wanted. For me, I'd like to see them brought back properly, of course, but the military blue is definitely Air Jordan 4s, what I want to see come back soon. So, yeah, just beautiful. Beautiful craftsmanship right around again. I love the outsole on this with the white. You get the white here. It's just a nice contrast. Kind of brings you back to '96 with the red outsole on the playoff 11. It's reminiscent of that to me. 2-3 down the tongue. We'll peek the other shoe as well. So let's face these like this. And here's the other one on the right foot. Got the silver here this time again. The eyelets. This shoe doesn't really have a bad angle to it. Like any way you look, it's so simple. You know, it's got a great design, and it's just so, you know, just a tough looking shoe. It's like less is more sometimes. This is a perfect example of, you know, they were doing more and more with, you know, the Jordans. Think of like 91, 92, the 93 with all the splatter and all the cross straps, and it's like simplicity. Here's a great example of just like keeping it more basic, building it like a tank to where you can wear it today. It's kind of cool. All right, so we're moving on to the playoffs, and we have the black and white. I know this is a favorite of a lot of people's. It's definitely one of my favorites as well. And let's get a picture of the box really quick here. So we got the black, varsity red, white, metallic silver. This one is made in China. So, but as you see, it's nothing drastically. I would have to get, you know, one from Taiwan to really nitpick at each. But yeah, these are just as nice quality, you could say, definitely, as the Taiwan pairs. See the back here. We'll slide the box over. It's kind of oxidized. It turns a little brownish hue from that silver. Here's the right shoe. These tabs are holding up pretty well. You see the texture here is not as, it's it gets a little finer toward the toe. But again, it's higher cut. There's no banana toe. It's just a nice shape. Red Jumpman, the 2-3. And I know sometimes on the retros they varied this right here with different coloring, the stitching red. I think in the 2012 pair I sold those off. But I think the 2022 pair, they actually brought it back closer to that spec. I'd like to see the height on the retro. It might be a little closer, but I know maybe it's just the shape from the whole shoe makes it look shorter, but yeah, the OG just stands out for sure. So in relation of this shoe, I got a little cameo for you guys. I know my guy Seth will appreciate this one. And we have the Nike Air Rise. So the significance between this shoe And the one I just showed you would be MJ to Steve Kerr. Draining that shot. And yeah, these, you guys will see, it's like, oh yeah, that's a cool looking shoe on his foot, but the details on this shoe are quite nice. If you get close, you can see on the nubuck, it's kind of textured, kind of reminds you of the Air Jordan 8. It's got the swoosh jewel on it, big swoosh on the back, Air, very fat midsole, all Phylon. Cool outsole too. And you see again, reminiscent of 96 Air Jordan. Even Jumpman Pros, you could say, from 97 as well. Those are beautiful. I grabbed those not too long from Nostalgic Feels. But yeah, I thought this would be kind of neat to bring out just to show you guys the little basketball swoosh logo here. It's kind of when Nike was doing more of just a swoosh and kind of dropping the Nike. I'm more, into the Nike branding rather than just the plain swoosh. My wheelhouse is definitely more 80s, mid 90s. But yeah, these are still an amazing shoe. It's really nice. Even on the inside, you can see it's got the swoosh and the Air. Let's peep the tags on them since we haven't popped out. 12/2/96, made in China. Yeah, these are just really cool. It's like what you want to see when the retros come back. Just this would be so simple and plain if these edges weren't white. Everything would just meld together and it would not have that accent. It's that flare, the detail. When you look at any angle of the shoe, you can really see the details when you turn it, and you can see all the edges and all the accent. That's what really makes the materials and that exposed edge much more different. It's the little things, the little details that make a difference. So I see Jordan Brand trying to work on that. Nike doing some good stuff, and hopefully a little more consistency. And we'll see about like with the Flylight 2s. I just picked up the Aqua Plums, so I'll be doing a comparison video soon with those. They're pretty decent. The leather is, or not the leather, the nubuck is definitely better than the leather on the white and black pairs. So stay tuned for that. That'll be coming soon. Last but not least, we have the Air Jordan 12 Black and Varsity Red. These are also made in China. Completing the dead stock set here we have on the table. And there they are. It's hard. You open each and it's like their own unique, like this, I think this model is the hardest to pick, like what's your favorite. Like I can say, okay, as cool as the Obsidians are, they're off the table. MJ didn't wear them in a game. To me, that's important because I watched so many games I wanted to see MJ play, and they don't hold that historic significance. That's kind of like, for me, the Jordan 14, like it kind of ends there because that's what I enjoy doing. I like watching the Bulls and seeing what he was wearing every game, and it didn't come down to the advertisement as much as actually witnessing the history unfold on TV. So with these, it's like back to the colorways. It's just really hard to pick and choose which one is your favorite, because now it's like, damn, these are pretty awesome. They're so tough. Like black and red, just mean, compared to the black and white or white on black. It's so, you can go either way, So maybe, what? Today, these are my favorite. They came out last somehow, black and red, last but not least. And, it's like, it's hard to choose. With any other model, I don't have this issue, but with this one, I do. So, but it's all too damn good. That's the problem. Maybe Jordan Brand. So anyway, yeah, black and red, of course, flu game, pizza game, diarrhea game, whatever you want to call it. Jordan was sick and he wasn't getting around very well, but he's still able to drop 38 and find that victory. Where there's a will, there's a way. That's the old saying, right? And this is the shoe he did wearing it. And they will definitely always, whenever anybody sees this on the street, that's the historical people, that's what they'll think of. So this was actually my wife's first Air Jordan. So shout out to her on the camera. And yeah, I'm very jealous that she had these and I did not. But that's what makes us 2 peas in a pod. So here you guys go. We have the complete collection of the Air Jordan 12. Some vintage Bulls nostalgia from 1997, 25 years ago, championship. It's crazy to think. And don't forget, a little cameo. Shout out to Steve Kerr. You'll always be a Bull. Screw to Golden State. Sorry, you West Coasters, but hey, gotta keep it real. Keep it real in the Midwest. So, Chicago Bulls are bust. Speaking of, you can follow me on Instagram at OGOrbust. And like this video, subscribe, and we'll see you guys soon.